Throwback to 2016. Shout out to 2016.
Bonnie J, listen up.
That Zoom shit, Suwu Maroon shit. Niggas talking all that shit, but they ain't really
doing it. Oh no.
Say that he a goon, he ain't tryna prove it. CSPG be the movement, free Ruben. This that motherfucking Zoom shit, but this that new shit. I never gave a fuck like I'm approved, bitch. Just know I do this. Yo, so drier than the broom, bitch. Hit up with the pool stick. My bullets stay on the cool stick. Free Nelly, free slick. In that perk, get smoke. Put that on my broomstick. Cultivating all the racks off these fucking shrooms, bitch. Metro Zoo, we go to ATL, you know we booming. Put your bitch right on the track, running check for Doozy. Cause bitch, I'm a rated clan killer. You my team, nigga. Smoke all the perk. Extort the dealer. You a fuck, nigga. I can't fuck. Breaks the breaks, break. Pussy nigga, killer, bitch, I'm a star, body star, in my truck, bitch, clock on my dick, if you tweet, I'm a stick, ayy, fuck, do you mean, ain't that big, I just blink, if you fuck, I put your face in the dirt like pussy, shit, ayy, princess peach jewelry, my bitch, red, white, black, Pokeball, my bitch, beep, boop, beep, go catch my wrist, bling, bling, blow, Johnny Gang, my fist, whatever, y'all just like a drop it in a dick, I didn't beat that pussy till the blue, she not a crip, diamonds on me red, then it white, no zit, master Roshi with it, I done put up with a stick, chopper, put holes in them cheeses, blood on the leaves like I'm Yeezus. I eat your soul for no reason. The way that she suck me is treason. Your grandma won't put me on face, but I want that booty, no goddamn hook. Replay it. Let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Yes, sir. On to the next. We got one more on the intro. Go ahead and share the screen. One of the first music videos on my channel. Go back to the early music video days.
Can you feel it?
I've been ballin' out, ain't none major. Every day I get it, I should probably run for mayor. 3 steps ahead, number 1 chess player. I don't do no talking, bitch, I'm dog like a layer. I can spark it up, though, and make it unfair. Baby, where you going? Bring the shit back. Baby, I be flowing, don't you act like it's whack. Live a sweet life, bitch, I act like I'm Zach. Shorty giving pipe, if it's fat, I'm a smack. That's a fact, I'm getting racks, I triple pass. All the demons, scheming, it's too much that they need. And I ain't worried about nothing, peace when I'm breathing. I see everything, who you think you was deceiving. Like I got a garden on this dirt, I've been seeding. Watch me grow a damn good fruit every evening. I'm speeding, I'm still lane switching, and I keep a flow wet like some damn hay dripping. Soul food, bitch, I'm cooking up that soul food. What? Bitch, I'm cooking up that soul food, soul food, I'm cooking up that soul food. Bitch, I'm cooking up that soul food, cooking up that soul food. What we doing? What we bitch, I'm cooking up that soul food, I'm cooking up that soul food. I can't kick it with you motherfuckers, all your old moves. I've been ballin' out, bitch, I'm feeling like a pro dude, cold dude, the one that make you wanna grab your coat, dude. Yeah, I might be young, I got the wisdom of an old dude. I told you I'm colder than the wind when it blow through. If you got secrets, you know Shrizzy gon' expose you. And I'm getting racks like a motherfucking soul boo, bitch.
Soul food. I'm cooking up that soul food. Yeah, we cooking up that soul food. So that's what we about to do today. We about to cook up this soul food real quick for y'all. Give y'all some shit to think about. Get some shit to reorganize and restructure your life a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, welcome back to the communication station. It's your boy Schwetzel back in the building. You know what I'm saying? So today we're going to do a continuation breakdown of the video. Well, I've got a couple of videos about demons in the past. I think the one that I did the most in-depth breakdown on is the most recent video on my channel. So therefore, with that being said, if you haven't watched the previous video on my channel and you just a regular person coming across this, not somebody that I actually know and have broke this shit down to, or I already know you have an understanding of it, you probably need to go back to the first video, watch that video first, and then come and watch this one. That way you can understand things a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? So that way you get a full perspective of everything. So yeah, Schwetzel in the cut. We're going to do things in order, you know what I'm saying, based on the way that the titling of the video is constructed. So we're going to start with the demons, and then we're going to continue on to breaking down how to actually get out of addictive cycles, as far as if you're a person who's on drugs and shit like that, or just in a cycle of addiction, whether that be drugs, whether that be just detrimental situations, you know what I mean? Detrimental relationships, self-sacrificing type of energies and things like that. You know what I'm saying? So boom, on the first tip with the demons, what we're gonna talk about today is breaking down even more so of what they actually are. You get what I'm saying? And showing how y'all be so physically mind to the point where y'all be trying to make physicality out of things that are metaphors, or out of things that are metaphysical. You get what I'm saying? So boom, that's what we talking about today. Before we get into this though, I forgot. Before we get into this though, I want to say I'm gonna put the Cash App in the description again. Big shout out to everybody who has donated already and helped me out on that tip. Big shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are, so I'm not gonna sit here and run down all the names and shit. Y'all already know who y'all are. I've DM'd y'all separately and stuff like that. So big shout out, big gratitude to you guys. Thank you very much. You know what I'm saying? And also shout out to the people who has hit my DMs and hit me up for consultations and stuff like that. Another big shout out to you guys. So if you're interested in either supporting and donating in that type of way, hit me up on that tip. I'm going to put my Cash App, and I'm also going to put my Instagram link in the bio of this, or not in the bio, but in the description of this video. You know what I'm saying? That way y'all can support on that tip, or you can hit me up for consultations. I've already got people hit me up on both ends. So you know what I'm saying? Just letting y'all know, get y'all spaces solidified now. That way I don't have to like put you off or anything like that for the moment. And I'm gonna let y'all know I'm doing this for a particular reason. You get what I'm saying? I'm doing this for a particular reason, and it's been working so far. But I'm doing this for a particular reason. I'm gonna try to start incentivizing y'all. Everybody who watched my channel, I'm gonna start incentivizing y'all to monetize my channel before it's even actually physically monetized. I don't see no point. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I get that we have to put in hard work and stuff like that, but I'm gonna start incentivizing things. That's why I'm building my website and stuff like that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna just be doing this shit for free for 8 to 10 years and constantly having to work a job the whole time and stuff like that. So if y'all want to continue seeing more content from me, you want to continue seeing this get better, you know what I'm saying? It's always an exchange. I'm bringing true value to this YouTube channel and stuff like that, based on the wisdom and knowledge that I upload and everything like that. So if y'all want to continue seeing videos like this, and you don't want me to go on to Patreon and strictly just make it stuff that you have to pay for, we're incentivizing that now. I'm giving y'all something. It's an exchange. It's a give and receive type of energy. I'm giving y'all something, so y'all need to start kicking back and giving me something on that type of level. You get what I'm saying? And that's only if you can. That's not, you know what I'm saying? It's not required. It's not anything like that. But it's only if you can. If you're in a space where you're comfortable enough to do something like that, you know what I'm saying? Help me out due to me helping y'all out. So yeah, let's get into the actual breakdown of the video. Once again, we talking about demons today. So like I said, y'all be taking metaphors, allegories, and metaphysical concepts, and y'all be wanting to make them physical all the time. You get what I'm saying? And this is the thing about it. This is something that I want y'all to understand. Yeah, y'all do be getting influenced by spirits, but that's the thing about it. Like I said, y'all be wanting to take nothing and making it into something. This is what y'all need to understand. The spirit is the space. It's no thing. It's no shape and form. So therefore, y'all are taking a concept of somebody's spirit, even if it is a demonic spirit at the moment, and you're taking that concept and making it seem like that spirit itself is actually attacking you at the moment. How can nothing attack you? How can no thing attack you? You get what I'm saying? That's what y'all are missing the point about. Y'all are making the spirit physical. That's why y'all's spirit be inflamed and be engulfed and entrapped in like a physical shell and shit like that, like a hardened type of shell, and it make your space, it contract on your space and stuff like that. So you have no ability to expand beyond what you already know. You get what I'm saying? So that's why y'all be in hatred. That's why y'all be suffering all the time. That's why y'all just be unhappy in general in your life. You get what I'm saying? It's because of that reason. You're trying to make the spirit physical on some shit and say that it is something, or say that a spirit is a demon and shit like that. No, it's not necessarily that. What y'all need to understand is the spirit is nothing creating something. You get what I'm saying? So therefore, the spirit create these lights, the spirit create these concepts, the spirit create these mentalities and these mental and emotional states of being and shit like that. That's what y'all need to understand. It's something that the spirit is actually creating. So yeah, it actually can be a demonic spirit at the moment who is using demonic tools to create demonic lights and demonic concepts and demonic things and demonic influences. And that's what you're getting influenced by spiritually. So spiritually, whatever lenses and whatever lights that you've created to be able to view things through, whether that be esoterically, whether that be physically, you get what I'm saying? You're viewing things through those lights and you're getting influenced by certain things that another spirit has created that might be so-called demonic at the moment, or might be utilizing some demonic tools at the moment. But you're making it physical to the point where you think that this spirit is actually attacking you. No, you're just getting influenced by the shit that spirit creates for itself. You get what I'm saying? Or whatever it creates for the environment, because that's what a lot of these spirits that run the world at the moment be doing. You get what I'm saying? Like they be a lot of shit they don't even like practice or do themselves. A lot of these concepts and shit like that just be something for the rest of the world to do, and for the rest of the world to pay attention to, or be influenced by, or react and respond in a certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? So y'all need to take this into consideration. It's not physicality. It only becomes physicality once you make it physicality. So you're trying to make somebody else's spirit be something and trying to like harness and entrap and seal up that energy. But meanwhile, you're not realizing you're actually doing that to yourself by viewing things in that type of way. You're doing that to your own spirit by viewing things in that type of way, because you're trying to drag the spirit down into third dimensional means. You get what I'm saying? And strictly be viewing things from low vibrational states. And don't get me wrong, that's why this shit work. You get what I'm saying? Because the low vibrational energy is necessary for us to manifest in this life. You get what I'm saying? We're in the 1, 2, and 3rd dimension right now. Like that's the level that we're on. So that's like base level how things resonate and shit like that. So yeah, it's kind of needed for you to utilize low vibrational energy to make shit happen. But that's where y'all be missing the point at, because that's the thing about it. We could be doing this in the right type of aspect and bringing our own concepts and our own influences and our own things into the world as far as manifestation and making them physical and shit like that. But y'all be looking at it in the wrong type of aspect, making the spirit seem like it's something that is more physical, making these concepts seem like they're more physical, and these things be detrimental to y'all at the end of the day. So it's something that you're basically just wasting your time on anyways, because you could be using it to go for goals and different things that you're trying to build, or different concepts, and you could make anything be real in real life. You get what I'm saying? Everything was a concept before it was actual physicality and actual reality. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody had to think like, oh, maybe I could take that gemstone and polish it up real good and round it off real good and make it real smooth, and then I could drill a hole through it and make a bracelet or make a necklace or make this or that. You get what I'm saying? Like all of this shit was a concept first. So that lets you know that whenever it comes to things like these, we can make this shit physicality, but it needs to be something that is beneficial to you, not something that you're sitting back and thinking that you have sleep paralysis and you're seeing demons, or whenever you go to meditate, you thinking that you're seeing shadows and you're calling it spirits and shit like that. When no, it's whatever concept, is whatever light that that spirit created in the first place. How are you going to see nothing? You get what I'm saying? Even if you're viewing things like internally in the internal world, how are you going to see nothing? You get what I'm saying? What you're seeing is the wave of influence that a spirit give off. What you're seeing is the lights that this spirit created. And like I said in the past video, you just self-identify with it and then break away from that in such a extreme degree, to the point where when you close your eyes and you saying that you seeing shadows and shit like that, like, yeah, that's what it's coming from, because you're mentally and emotionally, you're trying to make it physical. You're trying to say that it is something at the end of the day, when it's nothing. But it's nothing that's creating something that's influencing you to view it in that certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? Why are we doing that when we could be using it for more beneficial means and shit like that? You know what I'm saying? So don't get lost into that shit. It's the spirit that's creating something. It's not necessarily you being attacked and being followed around by demonic spirits and shit like that. Like, no, it's demonic concepts, it's demonic tools and traits and characters and lights that have been created and influences that have been created that you are identifying with and then separating from and splitting it off and not realizing because it doesn't align with your true character. So you think that it's outside of you attacking you at the end of the day. But that's something that you did to yourself. That's something that you did to yourself at the end of the day. You get what I'm saying? So don't get lost into that shit. So boom, that's the breakdown. That's the breakdown for that. I just wanted to add a little piece to that video that I did yesterday. That way you guys can get a truer perspective of it. Like, the spirit is nothing. You need to understand that. The spirit is no thing. It's space. It's your space as a spirit. So you know what I'm saying? Don't get lost into trying to make everything physical. If you are trying to make things physical, make it be some Neptunian, some Piscean, however the fuck you say those words, one of those type of concepts, some type of dream or imagination that you could, or some type of passion that you're into that you can actually make to where you can see it in reality, or you can involve yourself with that in reality and stuff like that. Let's not get lost into thinking that we being followed around by demons and shit like that. That's your own fault. You know what I'm saying? So boom, continue on. How to break addiction cycles in more in-depth awareness. So I've been noticing like another emotional state that kind of like give breath to and give life to the addiction cycle and stuff like that. So what I've noticed is a lot of people who be stuck into an addictive type of personality or an addictive type of loop, and we're talking in a detrimental way. Like, some people can be like addicted to certain things in a good way. Like, if it's something that's beneficial and stuff like that, always keep things within moderation and within equilibrium. But you know what I'm saying? Like, there is good things within addiction, but we're talking about people who are in detrimental shit, like alcohol addiction, fucking relationship addiction, attachment to certain people, attachment to certain drugs and shit like that. That's what we're talking about. So another facet of that, another emotional state that be leading to that I've noticed is a lot of y'all be uncomfortable in your own skin. So that's what be starting a lot of this. So what y'all need to do is realize this. You get what I'm saying? Realize that you're uncomfortable in your own skin and like social anxiety out and shit like that. And realize that the only time that you feel like normal, or the only time that you're what is it? The only time you feel normal and the only time you feel like you can speak your mind or say whatever you want to and shit like that without like caring what other people think is when you have that drink, or when you have that drug in your life, or when you have these certain people in your life that help you feel more normal and help you feel like you got a community or a family or some shit like that. You get what I'm saying? That's what y'all need to realize. That's where a lot of this shit come from. It come from y'all being uncomfortable in your own skin. So what you need to do is find a new way to satiate that emotional state of being. Whether you have to do things that put you in that same type of space of giving you comfort and stuff like that whenever you're interacting with environments and stuff, because that's what a lot of y'all be using this for. Y'all be taking drugs and stuff that way you don't have to you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be uncomfortable around certain people. You don't have to feel a certain type of way around certain people. Like, you can just feel normal and shit like that. That's why you even have people who will tell you like you know, take this is a really popular thing around my area and shit like that. Like, people will be addicted to a certain hardcore drug like heroin or fentanyl or meth or some shit like that, and then y'all go to like a methadone clinic or a Suboxone clinic and shit like that and get a prescription of opiates, get a prescription of methadone or whatever the fuck that shit's called, or a prescription of Suboxone, and now when you take it, it just make you feel normal. Like, you don't feel high off of it. You don't feel, you know what I'm saying? You don't feel sick off of it. You don't feel any type of way other than just you feel normal now. You get what I'm saying? That's why. That's due to that uncomfortability that you have within your own skin. because you haven't done nothing to make yourself respect yourself. You haven't done anything to make yourself proud of yourself. You get what I'm saying? And a lot of times when you get into a cycle of addiction, it actually makes it worse, because you start like everything that you had previously, like even if you're a person who kind of similarly like kind of sort of had your life together at one point, like you was working like a good occupation or a good career path or whatever, as far as what society wants you to do and shit. Like my hair ain't looking right. I got fucking wings coming out the side of my head. I don't like when that shit be doing that. Shit look weird. I had a ID photo that did that shit. I can't get all my hair up into the bun sometimes, a little messy bun for the fucking morning time. You know what I'm saying? But fucking wings is sprouting out the side. I don't fuck with that. But anyways, yeah. So like I said, you could be in a position where from a societal perspective, you could have had your life together. You could have had a nice house. You could have even maybe had a fucking fiance or some shit. You could have had a good job that pays you good or some shit. But then you get into that addictive cycle. And like I said, it always makes it worse. So if you were uncomfortable and you were uncomfortable with your own self, and you were viewing yourself negatively in a space where other people might have been viewing you as you're doing right, like you're doing good in life and shit like that. If you was already viewing yourself like that, in that type of state of being, then whenever you get into the addictive cycle, it's going to make it that much worse. And if you're a person who has dealt with addiction and shit like that, you know this. You get what I'm saying? You know this. So like I said, it's gonna like your addiction destroys that shit. Like you start to let go of responsibilities. You start not to giving a fuck about certain things. You start to let go of that job. You start to not give a fuck about that husband and not giving him the attention that he need or whatever, and or taking care of him in certain ways. So you lose your relationships, you lose your job, you lose your house and all that shit. And then you're in that cycle now. So as time goes on, you're being more of an addict and shit like that. You've lost everything. Now you might be on the streets. You might be homeless. Either that or you just staying with somebody else for the moment or some shit. You get what I'm saying? So now you're going to view yourself at an even lower, even more negative, even more terrible type of way. You get what I'm saying? And you're going to be even more uncomfortable with yourself due to that. You get what I'm saying? The addiction is what's breaking you down and making you know what I'm saying? If you're not a person who value the right type of things, you get what I'm saying? You're going to think like, man, I needed that job to be secure in myself. I needed that certain type of white picket fence house that I always wanted to feel secure within myself. I always you know what I'm saying? I needed that whatever. I needed that relationship with that person to make me feel secure in myself and make me feel seen and make me feel, you know what I'm saying? Like that's how y'all be viewing things a lot of the time. So whenever you're down on your ass and you've lost all that shit, you're viewing yourself in an even more terrible type of way, because you feeling like, now I never fucked with me from the beginning, but now don't even nobody else fuck with me. So whenever I go out, and this is the thing too, like y'all be on drugs so bad to the point where it even be changing y'all's like physical appearance and shit like that. So you be having all type of like nasty sores and cuts and old wrinkly ass and fucking scars on your face and shit like that due to you doing so much drugs. So now you can't even look in the mirror and get no type of respect for yourself. You can't even look in the mirror and you can't even hype yourself up to feel some type of way about yourself, because you can't even find, like, all you can see is flaws at this point, because you've done so much negative shit to yourself and you fucked yourself up so much mentally and emotionally too, to the point where it's just drained your life force out of you internally. You get what I'm saying? So now this is how y'all need to fix that shit. Okay. You have to take steps to actually respect yourself. You have to take steps to make yourself view yourself in a certain way, and know without any type of, even if you are a person who still do drugs and shit like that, like you need to have the confidence within that and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all be getting so influenced by the environment. Y'all already felt so bad about yourself. You ruined your appearance. You ruined whatever you had. And now whenever you go out in public and you notice like people looking at you weird, like, what is wrong with this motherfucker? Or, you know what I'm saying? People whispering in the background and shit. And you know that they're talking about you and shit. And that shit influences you deeply, because you already, like, this is something that's like kind of already confirmed within you. Like this is how you already feel about yourself. So then when you go out in public and people are judging you or viewing you in a certain type of way, like you gonna feel even more fucked up about it. You know what I'm saying? You gonna feel even more terrible about it. So what you need to do is actually do shit to make you respect yourself. Do things, start to reconstruct how you value things and stuff like that. Start to reconstruct what's important in your life and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Beyond relationships too, because I see a lot of people who might not even necessarily be addicted to drugs or alcohol or anything, any type of substance, but they be addicted to certain relationships. You get what I'm saying? So like anytime if you're not viewing yourself correctly and you don't have true value within yourself, somebody can come along and sprinkle just a little bit of value your way or a little bit of attention your way, and you're like attached to that person now, like emotionally, like you're attached to that person now because you're like, fuck, like I don't even view myself of having potential like that. Like I don't even view myself of being worthy or being, you know what I'm saying? So like this person's doing that, like that's what y'all, that's why y'all be clinging on to shit, because it satiates some shit mentally and emotionally. That's the reason why you be clinging on to certain things, whether it be a substance, whether it be a relationship, like I just said, whether it be whatever. You know what I'm saying? It satiate the mental and emotional lacking that you have, or how you don't view yourself or something like that. So if a person can give you that, or a substance can give you that, and you like, that's the only time you feel happy or you feel relaxed, or that's the only time you feel comfortable, or it's the only source where you can go to where somebody's going to speak positive affirmations into your ear and shit like that. Like, yeah, you're going to be going all in on that, and you're going to try to suck it dry and get as much of it out of it as you can. You get what I'm saying? And that's the reason why, because it start with you. It's a problem that you have with yourself. You're not loving yourself correctly. You're not viewing yourself correctly. You're not giving yourself these things that you quote unquote need at the moment. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, you're not giving yourself the things that you need. So you're going to be looking at it. You're going to be looking for it through any external means that you can, because you don't have the internal strength within yourself to be like, you know what? Even if I am on fucking coke for the moment, or even if I am on fucking dope for the moment, or even if I am on heroin for the moment, or even if I am using these relationships to help me like that at the moment, like I love myself. I view myself in this certain type of way. You get what I'm saying? Like you gotta reconstruct how you're viewing yourself. That's where all your problems are stemming from. It's all stemming from the value that you put on yourself, and you're putting more value on going to get a drug rather than putting that value into yourself. You get what I'm saying? And this is the thing too. This is another proof that we can make anything happen down here. You get what I'm saying? This is the proof that we can make anything happen down here, right? Now, this might sound a little bit stupid to some of y'all, but I'm just using this as an example. I'm just using this as an allegory, right? Like this is not like literally we need to go and do what I'm about to say, but just take into consideration, willpower is important. You get what I'm saying? The crackhead that you see in the city on the corner and shit like that, that motherfucker's broke every day of the week, but his willpower is so strong to get that fucking crack rock. You get what I'm saying? That at the end of the day, he will always have a crack rock for him to smoke on. You get what I'm saying? Like, really take that into consideration. I'm not saying that we all need to go be crackheads and go and fucking, you know what I'm saying, be broke and manifest a crack rock into our fucking left pocket and shit like that. Like, no, that's not exactly what I'm saying, but y'all get the point. Like, that just lets you know, if a crackhead can fucking go around through the city doing backflips for people or some weird shit and getting donations and stuff like that, and he always get his crack rock at the end of the day, that lets you know that people like us can do anything in this world. You know what I'm saying? Like the people who have true willpower, the people who are really gonna make some shit happen. Like, ain't no trying, it's just a doing factor at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the type of shit that you're supposed to be on. That's the type of shit, like if you got a goal, you need to be chasing that shit like a crackhead, not like chasing it though. You get what I'm saying? Like, don't be reaching for something, because 9 times out of 10, the more you reaching for something, the more further away it get from you, because you're basically affirming that it's not within you. You're basically confirming that it's outside of your reach at the moment, that it's outside of you, and you have to you have to chase it and go for it in some type of way. So don't be like chasing it in that aspect. I'm just using that word because it's kind of lack of terminology at the moment for shit like that. Like, just go for it, just do it. Like, you already have that within yourself. Don't be trying, don't be chasing, don't be, you know what I'm saying? Playing this out loud at the hood crackhead Wino store while I run in the store. Yeah, let them know. Hey man, y'all be onto some shit. Y'all crackheads be onto some shit for real. You know what I'm saying? Y'all be onto some shit for real. Y'all know y'all always got that fucking, yeah. Even the motherfuckers around here, like, crack is not very prevalent around my area. It's more like meth and fentanyl and heroin and shit like that. But even y'all meth heads and fucking and shit like that, y'all motherfuckers know y'all be broke as shit. Y'all go trade fucking 100 flashlights that you found behind the Dollar General in the dumpster for a fucking bag of dope and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all are gonna go and make it happen. You figure out a way to make it happen. So that's the type of shit that we need to be on, not in the aspect of fucking going and being on drugs, but you know what I'm saying? Like, you know the tools necessary to make the shit happen. You know what I'm saying? You know the steps that you need to take to make some shit happen. It's not outside of your reach. It's not something that you need to chase all your life. It's not something like that. Like, you just do it. But yeah, that's how you break the addictive cycle. Actually start to do things that you can respect yourself for. Even go as far as doing things to make yourself healthier and change your appearance. Like, if you're looking all in shambles and looking like a bum all the time, like, and you don't know how to put that value into yourself, and you're just physicality minded and looking how things appear at the moment, you get what I'm saying? Every time you look in the mirror, you're going to be depressed because you look like shit. You know what I'm saying? You look like a bum. You look like a fucking crackhead. You look like you've been on dope for the last 15 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the shit that we need to take into consideration when it comes to this. That's where a lot of your problems stem from. It stem from you being uncomfortable in your own skin. So you need to do things that help with that, like getting into some creative attribute that you can have confidence in, and that way it can boost up that emotional state where you're lacking at the moment. You get what I'm saying? That's an important piece of it. And this is the thing too. The problem is a lot of y'all be in fear a lot. And the problem is y'all be afraid to be seen in a certain way. You be afraid to embarrass yourself or something like that. So a lot of y'all won't even take action on certain things that are more in tune with you, whether that be you starting to draw your artwork, whether that be you starting to make your music, whether that be whatever that you're truly into on that level. You get what I'm saying? A lot of y'all be afraid to do that because of the embarrassment that comes with it. Y'all have to get over that hump, because once you're over that hump and you have confidence in what you're doing, like, it's not anything that anybody can tell you to really make you think differently. Like, there's no comment that somebody can put in your comment section. There's nothing that somebody can say to you in real life that'll bring you back to that state of feeling uncomfortable in your own skin and feeling like you ain't worth it and shit like that, or whatever you're doing is not the right thing to do at the moment or whatever. You get what I'm saying? You just have to get over that hump. That's why y'all be using the drugs to mask that most of the time. You get what I'm saying? Or using your relationships to mask that most of the time, because you don't want to go through the uncomfortability. You'd rather just make it easy and go and fucking light up whatever fucking drug or snort, however the fuck y'all are doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? You would rather make it easy and go do that. That way you don't have to actually start taking action on things and go through the embarrassment. Or if it's a situation where you're just trying to work more on being yourself and shit like that, like, you be afraid to even say certain things and ruffle feathers and make the environment view you in a certain way due to that. You know what I'm saying? Due to you not having the faith like that, due to you not knowing who you are, due to you being uncomfortable in your own skin and feeling like you don't belong and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You got to go through that embarrassment. You know, that's just part of the game and shit like that. Like, if you're a person who truly want to get off drugs, and I know from experience dealing with certain individuals and shit like that, I already know, like, y'all are not going to quit these drugs. Y'all are not going to stop doing these things until y'all truly want to. You get what I'm saying? So you need to, if you're a person who feel like that's coming, you need to get yourself to a space where you actually want to stop these drugs. you actually want to be healthier and do better for your own self. You get what I'm saying? Not because mommy told you to, not because Schwetzy on the internet told you to, not because some spiritual teacher told you that the only way to get to heaven is to fucking be off the drugs and shit like that. No, like you need to be doing this shit for yourself at the end of the day. And that's what's actually going to bring forth the results that you're looking for. That way you actually can get off of it. And once you start, once you get over that hump of the embarrassment, when you're actually taking action on certain things outside of yourself and shit, like once you get over that hump, you will never go back to that. You get what I'm saying? Like it's solidified. You have created newness within it. At that point, once you get comfortable in that environment and get comfortable with yourself and shit like that, you've already transmuted that. You get what I'm saying? You've changed that emotional state of being. You've flipped it. You can't go back to it now. It doesn't exist anymore, pretty much. You get what I'm saying? At least from my experience. Like once you get over that hump, you know what I'm saying, of the embarrassment, not feeling comfortable with yourself and shit like that. Once you get over that hump, like there is no going back. Like you can't be drugged back to that space. You can't be drugged back to that addiction because it's a decision that you made within yourself. It's a change that you made within yourself. It's something that you did. You know what I'm saying? It's not something that's been imposed on you because you got sent to rehab and you was forced to get clean. It's not something that's been imposed on you because you went to a therapist and told her about what you're going through and shit like that. And she said that the best thing for you is come and join this community and get off the drugs and stuff like that. Like, no. And look out for the communities too, because like I said, a lot of times the feeling of having a family or feeling like you're normal with a certain group of people and shit like that, when you're back alone, a lot of the times that be what's setting y'all back into the recidivism, back into the more addictive type of state of being and stuff like that. It's because of that. It's because you're using these different things to mask it. Like they don't attack, like a therapist won't teach you how to attack it truly. You know what I'm saying? A therapist won't teach you how to really transmute it and change it and actually get to a state where I was just talking about, where you can't, like, once you're over that hump, you can't be brought back to that space. Like you can't be returned to that space at all, because now you know who you are. Now you're comfortable with yourself. You did it fully internally. Like you didn't use any type of thing outside of yourself to make it appear that type of way. You get what I'm saying? You made it be so. You get what I'm saying? You made it apparent. You made it evident within yourself before, you know what I'm saying? Before trying to bring it to external means and trying to utilize certain relationships with people and certain gatherings and certain groupings of people and individuals who think and feel the same type of way. Like you weren't masking it with that. You get what I'm saying? You were actually in the space of changing that within yourself first. You get what I'm saying? That's how you actually break that cycle of addiction. If you're that type of person, that's how you actually get out of it and never go back type shit. Because now you don't need it. You know what I'm saying? Like you already are comfortable within yourself. You already do things that bring you to feeling those same type of thoughts and feelings that it would be similarly to if you was on drugs. You know what I'm saying? Because due to the uncomfortability and shit like that, due to the not being comfortable in your own skin and stuff like that. That's where it comes from. And that's how you solve it. So yeah, that's the breakdown. We broke down the demons, let y'all know what's really going on with that shit. And we broke down the addiction. You know what I'm saying? That's another piece of it. So yeah, this was a good video, a little 40-minute, little 37:50 right now, a couple minutes off, but you know how it go. So yeah, we done with this one. I'm going to go and do what I do for a little while, and I might come back later. I think I got some other topics I need to break down at some point. But yeah, once again, I'm advertising for my consultations. Like I said, we got 2 approaches. I'm either doing tarot card readings, because I got my deck tucked away. Like I don't do it on online or anything like that. I only do it with certain people who want to be here. What's up, Nilo? Appreciate the cover art. Y'all go check out Nilo U Art on IG if y'all want to see some dope ass artwork. He did my cover artwork for my last shit. And what's good, Trey? But yeah, once again, like I said, I'm advertising for my consultations. Depending upon what you want, like I said, we can do a tarot card reading, and I can do a breakdown for you, and and let you know what's coming around the bend, or just confirm to you whatever you've been going through at the moment, you know what I'm saying, or consultations. Like I said, I've already got some people who have hit me up on this tip. I still got some spaces open. Like today my calendar is pretty much all free, you know what I'm saying. So yeah, if y'all want to get down on that, make sure you hit up my Cash App and DM me in on Instagram. We're gonna do either tarot card readings, or you can just tell me what issues you've been going through, and certain questions that you have about certain things, and I can and I can give you a breakdown on that and help you out with that. And also, like I said, we're incentivizing my channel. We're monetizing my channel before YouTube get to determine who deserves to be monetized. Like I said, big shout out to everybody who has hit me up for consultations already. Big shout out to everybody who's donated already. Big shout out to you guys. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm bringing forth has value. You know what I'm saying? So I'm incentivizing it. I'm making this channel monetized before it gets monetized. You know what I'm saying? So we're upgrading our equipment. We're making the content better. We're going more in depth with things. You know what I'm saying? So y'all donate and get me right out here. You know what I'm saying? And make this shit get this shit popping. You know what I'm saying? We only getting better over time. If y'all been watching my channel from the beginning, y'all already know we only getting better over time. You know what I'm saying? This is going to become my main thing, you know? So if y'all want to see more of me, get to donate and hit me up for consultations. That way I can stay in this space and continue doing this shit at the highest degree. You know what I'm saying? Trey said he's practicing Qigong. It gave him so much energy and made me more powerful. I've never practiced no Qigong, to be quite honest with you. Like, I don't really do that. For real, my rituals and spells just be on some personal shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't even like this might sound weird, bro, but I'm like, a lot of the practices that I used to do like aren't even necessary for me anymore personally. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's not really much that I have to do anymore as far as like psyching up my mind and emotions and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, there's not much that I do anymore. Like, the reason why I started doing certain rituals and spells in the past was to get me to do things like what I'm doing now. You get what I'm saying? So like, this is the ritual and spell now. Like, me actually going into the studio and making a song is the ritual and spell now. Like, me actually coming online and making a video and breaking down shit like this is part of the ritual and spell now. Like, I used to do certain like fucking sound bowls and certain hertz frequencies and meditating all the time and shit like that. Like, now like my shit is just at too much clarity. Like, there's no real blockages. Like I don't have like issues anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have problems anymore. Like it would be rare for you to even catch me meditating. Like I don't even have to, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't even have to like, you would never see me meditating anymore, pretty much, for the most part. Like, you know what I'm saying? I can lay down in the bed for 2 seconds and already like my thoughts and feelings is just cleared out. So like, that'd be some shit that I'm onto, like, while I'm on the edge of going to sleep and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Jackie New said, get to the money, get to that money. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm incentivizing my channel. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm bringing y'all some good shit. So you know what I'm saying? Y'all donate to me, and I'll keep y'all juiced up with the best type of content possible. You know what I'm saying? So you know, I said the same thing until I tried it, and then he said the same shit. I don't know who he is, but I know about I know about me. I don't know who he is though. Oh God, I don't know who he is. I know who I is though. I know who you is. Big U in the building. I know who you is. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about no he though. But yeah, man. We just incentivizing the channel and shit. Stretch said the same shit. Okay. Big shout out to Stretchy in the cut. I think if y'all haven't seen, I'll have to in the next video pull up a thing pull up a link to his channel. I'm pretty sure I seen him uploading some stuff yesterday or something like that. So I'll put Stretchy in the description. I'll put a link to his channel in the description for my next video. That way everybody who watched me can go and check him out and stuff like that. But yeah, we incentivizing things out here. Like I'm saying, I'm getting y'all more accustomed to donating to people and shit like that. Like we need to start supporting what's actually real out here and not letting the YouTube algorithm and stuff like that determine who need to be supported and determine who needs to get monetized and be able to show ads and shit like that to get ad revenue. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like I said, big shout out to everybody who already has donated and supported and shit like that. And I'll let y'all know, like I'm putting a separate bank account for everything that gets given to me, and it's all gonna be resourced back into this channel. It's all gonna go into buying me a new webcam. It's all gonna go into buying a better microphone for recording quality. It's gonna go to buying like fucking padded shit for the walls. That way the sound is more compressed and shit like that for when I'm in the studio making music and stuff. It's gonna go for better like walking video cameras and camera stands and traveling to get me to new locations and stuff like that, so I can bring y'all better music videos. I can go and interact with people in different environments and give y'all different perspectives on things and stuff like that. Like that's what this is all going for. So we incentivizing my channel. We teaching y'all, you know what I'm saying? We got to support what's really valuable out here instead of just letting YouTube determine that shit, or you know what I'm saying, or letting Twitch determine that shit, or letting whoever determine that. You know what I'm saying? So if y'all see value in me, y'all see value in this channel like I do, you know what I'm saying? Support it. I got the separate bank account. Everything's going to come right back into this channel. And I'm going to let y'all know, like I said, big shout out to everybody that has donated already. But like legit, as soon as I got donations, I woke up this morning with somebody asking me for some money. Oh God, I woke up this morning to a female texting my phone asking me if I could give her some money. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I don't mind helping people out sometimes, but this money is staying within this channel. Everything that I get is staying within this channel. So like I said, Cash App gonna be in the description. If you don't want to donate, just hit me up for a consultation. I've already got people in line and shit like that. I did one yesterday. I'm probably gonna do the other two today and get rolling with that. So yeah. So y'all check it out, check me out and stuff like that. And don't get the game fucked up. Support what's real out here. Support real music, support real content creators, all 2024, all for the rest of existence. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we out. Good little 47-minute chop up session. Y'all go check my channel. Excuse me, by the way. Y'all go check my channel later on today. I've got 3 more music videos that I've got to put out. I think one's going to come out today, maybe 2, depending on how I feel. And then another one. So yeah, y'all be on the lookout. And big shout out to everybody in the channel. Big shout out to everybody in the chat. All that. Yeah. Peace.